Hi, how is everyone today? It is mostly cloudy today, and the last we've checked, it was 39 degrees. That's been a little while ago, but I'm sure it hasn't gotten much higher. How many of you, I'm sure most of you, have a middle name? Me. It's not uncommon. Most people have one, maybe even two. And then, of course, we women sometimes hyphen our maiden name once we get married, or we put our maiden name as our middle name. And so it's actually uncommon, right, to not have a middle name. But I was not born with a middle name. Now you think, okay, that's cool, whatever, you're Catholic, and so you've got your confirmation name. Nope. I am Catholic, but I do not have a confirmation name for some reason because I was baptized. But my brothers have a middle name, and all of the girls don't. Well, first of all, that's kind of interesting because my older brother has a different dad, and so he and my younger brother, who has my dad, both have middle names. And all of the girls who have my dad don't. So I've always wanted one. Like, hey, why do my brothers have one and I don't have one? That's not cool. Now maybe they just thought their girls would never get in trouble. You call your kids Alec, but when they're bad, they're Alec, Jeffrey, so and so. Whoever they. But nah, maybe they just thought their girls were like not gonna get in any trouble. I don't know. So, but I always thought that was weird because I think it's pretty and it's awesome and all that. And I don't mind being a Joey. I don't even mind being named after my dad, even though everyone thinks I'm a guy until they see me. But all the same, especially me being a writer, I think is awesome. It's like all of the cool writers, J.R.R. Tolkien, J.K. Rowling, they're all initial, right? So all I could do was put J. Rhodey. That's not fun. So when I met Jason, I don't know. I think he thought that was a little interesting too. I think it's just really uncommon to not have a middle name. So I told him that, and I told him though that I've always wanted one. And so I want to say back in 2002, because it was before we got married. I addressed this to him. I'm sure it wasn't the first time at that point, and Valentine's Day was coming up, and so he had a friend who was or is, maybe he still is, a lawyer, and so he asked his friend one day what would be involved in doing this procedure, if it was even possible, or what was, what he'd have to do and everything. And so really it was an easy thing, or at least maybe he made it easy. I don't know if it, requires a lot of stuff, but it didn't seem like it. So Jason came home from work one day and he just told me what he talked about with his friend. And so now I'm thinking, wow, how do you get a middle name? Well, I guess you could. No, it's not uncommon if people want to change their last name on their birth certificate or something, but it's like, how do you add a name that you never had before? Okay, this is kind of cool. So, we start going through, and I'm like, okay, well, this is awesome. If I'm gonna get a middle name, what name would I like forever? I get to pick it. It wasn't picked for me. That's kind of awesome. So I'm going through all the names I like or love. Even you have to love your name if you're gonna pick it. I love Brianna, Joey, Brianna. No, I don't know about that. Raquel was kind of cute because it was different. Joey Raquel, Joey Raquel. Maybe, I don't know. Joey this, Joey that. Like, what can you? Oh no, I'm already tired of that one. No, no. This and that, all these, and finally, I'm like, I narrowed it down to two. I think it was two. Either Raquel or Danielle. Like Joey Danielle, Joey Danielle, Joey Danielle, Joey Danielle. I say it over like 100 times. See if you still like it on time 100 as opposed to time 3, you know. So I'm going through all this. Do I want this to sound like that? Well, I don't want an E sound because my name ends with an E sound, you know, Joey. So I'm like, I don't want to like say Katie, Joey, Katie. No, Joey this, Joey. No, don't put an E on the end. So yeah, Joey Raquel or Joey Danielle, and they kind of almost rhyme anyway. But so I'm going through, and I'm thinking Joey Danielle. And then in one of my stories, anyway, well, this is purely coincidence, I swear, but there is a JD. Well, he's a guy anyway. So, but I do have a character named JD, and it's so, you know, but so we, you know, and Jason put his input, but you know, but and I decided on Danielle, and so he told his friend, and he drew up the papers and everything, and we went to the courthouse, and there was somebody there before us. I don't know, like, were they getting a divorce or something? It was not, I don't know. It was something that was like more serious than getting a middle name, but probably less fun too, you know. So we waited about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and then we get in there to see the judge. You know, you of course go into the courtroom, you have to dress nice, and you know that's not an issue for me. I know what the etiquette is for, you know. So we go all in there, and he reads over the papers, and he states everyone's name for the record. And you know, we weren't married yet, and so I think he swore me in. I'm not sure. I think so. He says, like, do you testify that your name was Joey Aversa? I said, yes, sir. You know, yes, Your Honor, whatever. He says, do you want your name hereby, you know, from now on to be Joey Danielle Aversa? I said, yes, I do. And he just like stamped it with his approval stamp, you know. Okay, there you go. That's your name now. So that was my Valentine's present in 2002. And I just thought that was a memorable story. Well, everyone who hears it loves it, and I love it. And Jason loves that he got to do that for me. And that was, so now I'm the only girl in, you know, of my siblings and my main family who has a middle name. So, what are your middle names? Do you like them? Did you get to pick them, or was it something that, you know, your parents just picked and that was that? And, you know, I never, like I said, I was baptized, but we never picked any confirmation names. I thought you got to do that when you're when you're baptized, but I really don't know what I would have picked because I was baptized, I think, when I was 12, and so my middle name, if you know, I had one by now, would have been probably not Danielle, but I love my middle name, and I love my initials, and that actually I do use that when I write, and so my pen name is JD Rhodey for all my books, and I just think it's so cool, and I think that was so nice of Jason, and such an inventive present, because he can, I mean, he gets me flowers and candy, and I love that, and I'm going to eat all the candy, and I'm going to keep the flowers until there's nothing left, but a middle name. Like that's just so awesome, right? So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yep. So if you guys want to chime in, you know what to do. Share this if you like it. If you think it's inventive, you want to tell a friend about it. Cool, cool. Thank you, and we love you. What? Boyfriends? Oh, share this with your boyfriends. Yeah. My goodness. He's over here saying I'm clueless, guys. Okay, I love you. We'll see you below. See you later.